Okay. Yes. Marvelous. Believe everything is in working order. Yes. Hello, good morning. Oh my gosh, this is a long time coming. I'm really looking forward to this. Haha. 1,000 loot boxes. 1,000 loot boxes. A nice, neat data set. We'll see what we get by the end of it. I'm gonna need your help though. Buddy, I'm gonna need your help keeping track of what we get. Legendaries, epics, rares, commons, boosts, heroes, and the total amount of shards. Not gonna do any rerolls. I'm not gonna buy any more. Just gonna see what we get. And, well, I guess we'll do this until I get bored because holy smokes, 1,000 loot boxes is a lot of things to open, and I'll just be sitting here clicking on my screen over and over and over again, like that's any different from what I usually do. Haven't seen the sun in a week. But before we get started, I want to thank you all for coming to watch all of my stuff, all of my videos, all of my streams. It has been quite the journey. Almost 2 years since I started. Ever. It'll be 2 years this September, I believe. Jeez. It's been a long time collecting these loot boxes. It's been a long time collecting subscribers. So thank you. We'll just wait a couple of minutes while everybody shows up. You know? You know? Because there's no point getting started. So there's a reason to get started. Hope you guys had a good week. I got super far ahead on the non-scripted YouTube stuff. A bunch of games, just a bunch of shorts. There we go. Just a bunch of games, just a bunch of shorts. Nothing crazy, but we're working on the more targeted videos, shall we say. I don't know, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know why you'll enjoy watching the posted games. Well, let me think about it. Good morning, Silvanos. Silvanos. Happy birthday. Glad you had a good week. I did have a good week. Like I said, I got super far ahead on the algorithm bait videos. Those should be posted well up the next couple of weeks. And I can start working on actually on content I actually enjoy making. Which I find is much more engaging and much more entertaining. As I was saying, the posted games, I suppose I can see why people enjoy watching them. Nice to have on in the background, perhaps. I can't even say anything. I do watch Artosis casts StarCraft games, so I suppose a little bit of reflection, I see the appeal. Morning, Squirrel. Squirrel Ace. My shorts. Oh. Funny squirrel. Yes, I've got about How many? Monday, Wednesday, Fridays for the shorts. Posted well up into the middle of September-ish. So, however many that is. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. I'm going to need your guys' help today, by the way. I was going to set up a little tracker in Excel. Keep track of all the stuff that we get here. But I was busy and then lazy, and so I didn't. So I'm going to need your help. Counting all the rares, commons, heroes, legendaries, etc. Morning, Wolf. And who knows if we'll get through the whole 1,000 today. That's a lot of loot boxes. Maybe half? Maybe a quarter? We'll see. We'll see. Just a few more minutes and then we'll get started. What do we have, though? Let's look. We got... Start from the top. 16 epic chests. 80 rare chests. Nearly 500 regular chests. 489. 54 Dark Nexus chests. 76 Nexomania 2 chests. 65 Craft War chests. 100 Christmas treasure chests. 2 rare Suns Out chests. 13 regular Suns Out chests. 105 new toy Christmas chests. And that, I believe, all. Lots of boxes to open. We're gonna start with the baby ones and then move on to the more interesting ones. In about 3 minutes. Oh yeah. I can't imagine I'm going to get and well, maybe I'll fill out the rest of my collection because I have plenty of garbage already. A whole bunch of stuff that I never use. Look at that. Look at those bars. Look at how full they are. Fantastic. Pins and mounts. Banners are nearly full. Sprays are nearly full. About half the announcers. Basically all the voice lines. Basically all the emojis. A bunch of the portraits. Let's open a cool 100. See how much time that takes. I have turned off the loot box opening sound. I know it's a dopamine farm for some people, but if I'm gonna be opening box after box after box after box, it'll drive me crazy. Just being honest. So, we'll just stick with the music and not have to worry about the boom boosh, boom boosh. The box is being opened over and over and over again. How do I even get that many chests? Well, like I just showed, I have a whole bunch of stuff in my collection, so I don't have to open any. For the past, I don't know how many years, I just haven't opened any. I didn't need to. I had everything that I wanted. If I wanted something, I would just open boxes to get shards and buy it that way. So, I just left it. And as it got closer and closer to 1,000, I was like, it'd be cool to open it once I hit the 1,000 mark, because that's a nice round number. And we can keep track of what we get and get a good idea of the spread of luck chances for each and everything. And it's not going to be a perfect data set because there's a bunch of different types of chests. Like these, these special chests are from events. And I believe you can still buy them with gold and stuff. Yeah, 3,000 gold. But what the stuff in the box is should not affect the rarity of what drops. 15k shards. I do have it written down that I'm starting with 951. So we'll see. We'll see. Help me keep track of all the stats, guys. I do have my own little list on the side here, just in case. But it'll take me more time to click back and forth between my two windows. Anywho, shall we? Okay, off to a great start. First box, 1 legendary. That's hilarious. Write it down. Write it down. 1 legendary. Off to a fantastic start. Another 4. Oops. 5 of those. 1 of those. That's so funny. Complain away. Junkrat's trap needs some counterplay, you know? Another 4 commons. Oops. 4 commons. This is gonna take me a while. Morning, Funky. Morning, Kill. 3 commons. Add 3 more commons to the list. Another rare. Just spacebar? Well, I gotta write it down. So unless somebody else also writing it down for me, I gotta do stuff, you know? Ooh, another rare. Oh, the first rare. Oh, no, the first epic. That is. Those, 1 of those, and 2 of those. It's gonna be a while. Oh my god. Oh. Legos for 2 What? No. No. They are certainly not. I just got lucky, alright? I just got lucky with that first one. A lucky man. All this stuff I already have, and we are already nearly double our shard count. Goodness. Is it really that hard for Terrati? I feel like it's pretty easy. You know? I feel like it's not that complicated. That's what it is. Wind up, everyone. There you go. Oh, she'll have plenty of time to come and watch this. This is gonna take a while. Maybe we'll only do 100 today, you know? Maybe we'll only do 100. Another rare. 3 commons. Another rare and 3 commons. Goodness gracious. No rerolls. Keep the ball going. I am absolutely not rerolling. There is no... I haven't... No. Just flat out, we're not rerolling anything. 4 commons. Single non-duplicate so far? Oh, yeah. Oh, no, I have not. It's all been duplicates or shards. That's funny. One more epic, 1 more rare, 2 more commons. 2 more commons. 227. Nope, all duplicates. Next. Another rare. 3 more commons. All duplicates. 4 more commons. All duplicates. 2,000 shards. Three more commons. And a rare. Two more rares. 2 more commons. All duplicates. All duplicates. Who needs anything but shards? Ooh, an epic. Wow, amazing. Hey, there we go. A Brightwing skin. My first non-duplicate. Isn't that lovely? There it is. Up in the corner there. The one. Another rare and 3 commons. Ah! Sorry, I'm busy. Occupied. Occupied. Thanks. Three more commons. And a rare. Non-duplicate. Four commons. Oh, epic and 3 commons. This is very, very stimulating. I'm super engaged, I have to say. I'm so glad companies have moved away from loot boxes. At least the games that I play. 2 rares and commons. Voice line. Cannot play. I didn't have that one. Excellent. Oh, 20 loot boxes. We have 1 legendary, 5 epics, 16 rares, 57 commons, no boosts, no heroes, 3 non-duplicates. You guys got that? You guys got that? So far, 20 chests, 1 legendary, 5 epics, 16 rares, 57 commons. Somebody write that down. Somebody write it down. Moving on. Next 10. 4 common. 3 commons, 1 rare. Epic, 2 rares and a common. Yeah, I know, right? It's all downhill from here. What are the odds? I guess we'll find out by the end of this. Three and 1. Hey! We just have to manifest the legendaries, you know? We just have to talk about it. Then they come. Keep mentioning legendaries in the chat. Keep it going. You know, it's probably the only way I'm gonna get non-duplicates. Ugh. Come on, video game. He's trying his best here. Four commons. Those are easy ones. The heart of the loot box. 3 commons and a rare. Which legendary skin is my favorite? Ah, yes. That's a good question. I don't really know. Like, the cosmetics in Heroes of the Storm look pretty great, but I've never gone out of my way. Well, no, that's not true. I have gone out of my way to get them, but my favorite one? Top of my head? Think. Geez, I don't know. I don't really put that much thought to cosmetics in Heroes of the Storm. Same thing twice. 1 rare. 3 commons. I do have all the heroes unlocked. Oh, who's a lucky boy? It's me. I'm a lucky boy. Yo, are you ready? Boom. Oh, look at that. Something I don't have. Boo. You give me a legendary and then 4 commons? Boo. What is this? We're already at 3,000 shards. Rare, 2 commons. Or a rare words. 1 epic, 2 rares, and a common. You think so? What makes you think that, Bright Sword? I'm pretty sure the higher tier chests are guaranteed to have something of equivalent value. Rare chests will have rares, and the epic chests will have epics. Channel? Channel? So many shards. So many shards. Goodness gracious. Goodness Lord. There we go. Why is my... There we go. Who would insert that key? Anyways. 4 commons. There we go. Math's hard. Adding 3s and 4s at a time. Oh, 3 rares. 3 rares and a common. Yeah, right. It's gonna be a pretty relaxing stream. Crazy. 4 more rares. Who knows where we'll end? We're already halfway through our first 100. I guess I can mark down that these are just regular chests. Regular loot boxes. Another 4 common. Three commons and a rare. 4 commons. Ah. Epic, rare, 2 commons. Rares, commons. Three commons and a rare. Four commons. Three and one. Three and one again. And that is 50 loot boxes. Let's take count here. Out of the 50 common loot chests, we have 3 legendaries, 9 epics, 32 rares, 143 commons, 0 boosts, 0 heroes, 7 non-duplicates. But that one's just me. 1 epic, 3 commons. One rare, 3 commons. One and 3 again. Getting into factory mode. Three heroes? Just the skins, not actual heroes. One. There. I did that already. Keep up. Monkey only danced for you once. Unless? Bribed? Another 3 commons and another rare. That's me, Brian. I'm not Pallytime Fox. That's me. You got it. 1 rare, 3 commons. Hey-oh, another legendary. Look at that. We got 4 legendaries today so far. In our first 100 loot boxes, no less. Blizzard, are you watching me? Blizzard, are you here? Are you influencing my loot boxes? Wow. Look at that. An Abathur skin. That's a lot of shards in this box. 510 shards. Even if I don't, like, I'm not gonna have any use for these shards if I finish this, because I'm gonna have like the whole collection unlocked. 1 rare, 3 commons. Goodness, had a brain fart. 2 rares, 2 commons. I'm already entering a fugue state. Boxes. T-boner. T-boner. Oh. One rare, 3 common. Boosh. Rare 3 commons. Same thing again. Four commons. Two and two. Commons, two rares. Two-thirds of the way through our first 100. Another 3 commons and a rare. One epic, one rare, and 2 commons in this box. Four commons. Oh, a boost! Our first boost! That's what we want. One boost. A 1-day boost. Do I track what kind of boosts they are, or do I just count the boosts? I'm gonna count the boosts. Fuck it. Epic, rare, common, rare. Epic, rare. Common. Rare. What are we at, chat? What are we at? What's the count? Is anyone else counting? I need you. I'm relying on you. You're here to double check my data. 3 commons. And a rare. Four commons. And I've only... we'll count that in 28 more boxes. How about that? 3 commons and a rare. How many ways can I say the same thing over and over and over again? Yeah, 5. After you get past how many fingies you got on your hand, things start getting complicated. You know, I understand. Morning, Chris. 1 and 3. I have an interesting spread, actually, looking at my numbers here. Interesting Pareto curve already. Which makes sense. 3 and 1. 3 and 1. 1, 1 and 2. 1 rare. 1 epic. And 1. 2 commons. Hey, a Mephisto skin. Neat. Will I use it? Maybe. I never have any reason to play Mephisto in Quick Match. I play him in ARAM a lot, and he's a blast. But I find he's much, much harder to use in Quick Match. There's one. I know one Mephisto. One Diamond Mephisto. Whirlwind, if you're here. I don't know how he gets him to work in Quick Match. Maybe he just doesn't care about wave clear, like at all, and he just team fights the whole time. Mephisto's in the chat. Mephisto's in the chat. Speak up. How do you do it? What situations do you look for to play Mephisto? What maps? What team comps? I need to know. I like the hero, but I don't get a chance to play him that often. 4 commons. An epic and 3 commons. 1 rare. 3 commons. He is a blasty blast. If you miss your W though, it's really annoying getting those resets. You gotta tag people with Mephisto's W so that he can continue to cast spells. It's like if Gul'dan had conditionals, I think. And his circle has the same range as his auto attacks. You can kind of judge how you're gonna hit based off that. 1 rare, 3 commons. $19 more. I'm already spoiled for choice, Brian. I already have so much, I'm so rich when it comes to Heroes of the Storm. I don't need any of this. I've already got more than enough. If I could pass out gold, I would. I have no reason to spend it. I don't use this shit. Subtracted 1 epic, 1 rare, and 2 common. Oops, that's not correct. That's not correct at all. There we go. Deleted my whole data set. Whoopsie daisies. Thank God for undo. The bad alt, the good alt. Yeah, when it comes to finishing off heroes, Mephisto's I'm gonna kill you ult doesn't actually do that much damage. You need to get them pretty low anyways. 3 and 1. 3 and 1 again. Four. Common. With a boost. We got 2 boosts. Three commons and a rare. Really like those boosts. Hey Blizzard, if you're listening, I really like those boosts. Can you give me more of those? I don't care much for the legendaries. More boosts. You motherfuckers! Okay, something's up. Something's fishy here. There's no way I'm that lucky. Suspicious. Again? One more? Come on. Come on. Oh, wow, that would have been something. Tell you what. Two rares, 2 common. Legendary, 2 rares, a common. Makatasadar skin. Three commons and a rare. Coincidence, surely, yeah. Now, I'm convinced Blizzard watches every single game. Not only to mess with the loot boxes, clearly, but also to make sure that when you solo queue into quick match, you have the most garbage comp possible. There's no way that it could be a combination of individual choices coming together to just fuck up a game. No. Blizzard sends out assassins to specifically mess with MMR and hero comps so that it's just garbage all the time. Yeah, that makes the most sense. Oopsie daisies. 1 rare and 1 epic. Four commons. Oops. Jig is up. Oh man. Oh no. They know I'm playing a playlist and not actually the Heroes of the Storm sounds. Oh no. Yeah, there's no actual music on this page, by the way. It's just this low droning hum. So I have to play an actual playlist. Two and two. And we're nearly at our first 100 loot boxes opened. 3 and 1. 4. 3 and 1. Oops. Go. Three more. 4 commons. 2 more. 1, 1, and 2. Good morning, watch me lose. Fortunately, I can't do that right now. But that sounds like a good time. The final 100. Yes. 1, 3. Okay. Alright. So, with our first 100 loot boxes of the 1,000 loot boxes, write this down, Chad. Write this down. With only the regular loot chests, we have 285 commons, 46 rares, 19 epics, 5 legendaries, and 3 boosts. And we started with 951 shards, and we ended with 7,111. Give me boosts. Manifest boosts. Manifest boosts. Y'all really gonna make me write this down in the chat? Y'all really gonna make me? You're there, sitting there, watching. You could write it down. Post it in the chat. 5 legendaries. 19 epics. 46 rares. 285 commons. And 3 boosts. You know what? I'll extend an olive branch. I'll even do the math on the shards right now. Calculator. 7,111 minus. We have gained 6,160 shards. The first 100 loot boxes. That's the first 100. First 100 common boxes. Cool beans. There you go. There you go. A new map for HOTS. It's probably in here somewhere, Crab. Before we get on to the next 100, I'm gonna refill my coffee cup. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Thank you very much for your patience. Let me get this next 100 on the table. Oh, come on now. Come on now. I can type. Yet. Oops. Very well. Here we go. 4 commons. 2 commons are rare. An epic. Non-duplicate spray. Isn't that nice? Isn't that nice? Yes. You beat YouTube, Funky? You've completed YouTube? And 1. How long did that take? Three commons and a rare. Give me a legendary. Give me a legendary, Blizzard. Give me one. Give me a legendary. I won't ask for any more boosts. Actually, give me a boost. I changed my mind. Give me a boost. Ah! Is this how gambling addictions start? This is the final boss. Oh no. Oh. Well, thanks for being here. Speaking of barrel rolling, how the hell did we miss so many kills yesterday when you put like 2 heroes in a corner for an entire barrel duration and then Deckard Lornado keeps them there as well while they're being blasted by Phoenix ult? How did they live? I don't even think they were getting healed. Did we just suck? It's ridiculous. 1 rare, 3 commons. A two for 2 and 2. 2 rare, 2 common. Goodness, I was incensed yesterday after those kills walked away from us. Another 2 and 2. Rares, 2 commons. Oh, it's no worries. No worries, no worries. Man, we all have bad games and stuff. I think we managed to tag or to trap both of those heroes in between our damage's cooldowns, which was what's up. Which was kind of unfortunate. Like for the entire 4 or 5 seconds, the damage had cooldowns. That's when we trapped them. Great, fantastic. Plus, not to shit on Li-Ming, but if you don't get those kills, what are you doing? Li-Ming, you just couldn't manage it. Couldn't manage it. 54,000 shards? Sizez? Goodness gracious. 54,000 shards. Well, we'll see. We'll see if I beat you by the end of this. 1 and 3. That's gonna take all day. 1 epic and 3 rares. I feel like epics would have been more common, but I guess not. Yeah, I can definitely see why Wildfire likes it. Do you know how many frickin' Leemings have been adding me, asking to be in the Leeming video? Do you know how many? It's ridiculous. Why does everyone only play Leeming? I can only fit so many people in. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Like 6 or 7 Leemings. Can I be in the video? Can I be in the Leeming video? Okay, whoa. Get in line. 2 and 3. Four commons. 3 and 1. 3 commons and a rare. Ooh, an epic. Epic. We got an epic in the loot box. An epic chest. Hooray. Definitely. You can definitely... We'll make that happen, Ashbourne. One and 3. 1 rare. Three commons. I had a brain fart. I forgot how to count for a second. I'm sorry. One rare. 3 commons. Anytime. Another rare and 3 commons. I feel like that's the most common loot box, is 1 rare and 3 commons. Oh god, I guess there's another data point I should have kept track of. Well, like you said, we could just AI it at the end. Doesn't even matter. You don't even have to record things anymore. You can just make the computers do it for you. Machine, count for me. Thank you. Archon yesterday. What? Oh. No, I went Archon because I didn't respect the enemy team. Okay, look, what happened was, and I got a clip out of it. We were stomping them so hard, and I kind of wanted to just end the game, and they were not able to reach me way in the back, and there was just like a keep in front of us, so I grabbed Archon and I sat at max ranged and I just lasered the towers down, and they never got to me, and so I was like, all right, I'll just keep doing this, and I lasered the keep down, and I sat at max range and I lasered the core down. I just sat there. I'm pretty sure they gave up because they didn't even try to stop me, and I just sat there for like, oh god, 30 seconds, just shooting the core. It was ridiculous. So I didn't go Archon because I wanted to go Archon. I went Archon because the game was already over. This is really silly. It didn't help us. I was just memeing. 4 commons. It was like either I could sit at max range and orb and magic missile the towers, or I could just brrrr. It's the longest time I ever sat in Archon. Hey, a legendary. D-Hawk skin. I already got it though. Man, we have gone through over 100 loot boxes, and I've only gotten 19 new things. 3 and 1. 3 and 1 again. Three and 1 again. Oh my goodness. That music sting triggered something deep inside me. Fucking black hearts. Wow, look at that! That was really quick. 2 legendaries. Let's see, the last 100 I got 5 legendaries, and we're just under halfway to reaching that. Boom. And it's a Nazebo skin I don't have, that I probably won't use. Ah. 2,000. Why aren't you improving my engagement by saying that in the chat, Annihilation? Why you gotta whisper me? Put that in the chat. Help out the channel. Every little bit helps. 1 rare, 3 commons. It would be nice if my very last loot box was 4 legendaries. Hey, Blizzard? Hey? Eh? What do you think of that? That'd be a nice way to cap off the stream. You know? Yeah, you're listening. 4 commons. Three and 1. I'm gonna come up with a name for that. I'm busy! Busy, thank you. Oh, the burdens of celebrity. 2 and 1. Or 2 and 2. 2 and 2. I even have it. Look, I marked it. Busy. Loot box stream. There we go. Make it real obvious. Real obvious. People still won't care. Their reading is hard, but you know, it's whatever. Where were we? 1 and 3. This is my least favorite loot box to open. One and 3. It's listening to me. 4. I would much rather open 4 common loot boxes than a 3 and 1, strangely enough. I knew it! I knew it! I had my suspicions. You have just confirmed them. That explains why it's been so successful. I've been boosted by Blizzard's content creation team. 1 rare, 3 commons. That's not a rare. What am I saying? That's an epic. 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 One, 2, and 1. On epic. 2 rares. Common. You're funny. You guys are so funny. Did you know how funny you are? You guys are the funniest guys. You know, guys, you're so funny. So fun. 4 commons. Thank you, by the way, whoever told me about the spacebar. It's been so long since I opened a loot box, I didn't know what the hotkey was. 3 and 1. Another 3 and 1. Four common loot boxes. 2-2. We got 2 rares, commons. We're gonna fish out your algorithm for this one, Blizzard. We're gonna find it legendary. Wow. I think it's just because they are so special, but I feel like I've gotten more legendaries than epics, which is just not true. Looking at the numbers here, it's just not true, but it feels that way. Why are epics just not exciting? I don't understand. And in the Lunar skin. Yes. Yes. Ooh, I guess I do have a favorite skin. It's the skin, hang on, let's just take a little bit of a breather here for a moment. Where are you? Where is my waifu? Where are you? There you are. These ones. I like these ones. These are nice. Yes, these are very, very nice. I think this is the first time you actually get to see Mayev's face ever. Correct me if I'm wrong. Anyways, back to what we were doing. Oops. There we go. Three and one. 3 commons. Rare. Rare. And a legendary. Wow, would you look at that? Keep manifesting, everybody. You're doing a great job. Yes. Increase my riches with your karmic energy. That is a big, big loot box. Shard loot box. I know, right? It's almost heresy to see Mayev's face. But it's there. We got it. Three and one. Say it with me. 3 commons and a rare. Four commons. One, two. Three and one. Everybody's favorite. Here we go. The next 50 checking in. The next 50. So for our next 50 loot boxes, we've had 4 legendaries, 9 epics, 40 rares, and 145 commons. Which kind of checks out. Because, you know, we've been getting a lot of 3 rares and... or 3 commons and 1 rare. And there's about 3 times more commons than rares in the thing. Honestly, my brain has barely been registering the epics. I don't know why. Moving on. 2 and 2. 2 and 2. Three and one. An epic and 3 commons. Oh, hey, look at that. Oh, it's a cute little Tracy skin. Oh, aren't you adorable? Oh, look at those big doughy eyes. Three rares and a common. That's like the opposite of what it's supposed to be. Oh, there we go. That's more like it. A one, and a 2. 1 epic, 1 rare, and 2 commons. Oh, dang it. You know, I could have got that little fox avatar up for this stream. Oh, well, maybe next time. Only now just thought about it. Shoot, that's what happens when you fly by the seat of your pants. You don't have everything that you want, that you don't even know that you want when it's ready to go. 1 epic, 1 rare, and 2 common. 1 and 3. That's what it's gotta be. Oh, I thought I had that one. And a boost! A boost! Oh my goodness. Take that one down, though. 1, 5. And a boost! Boozed. Keep up the manifesting crest. 101 and 2. Ooh. Yo. 1 epic. 3 commons. Plenty, plenty, plenty of shards. 1 rare, 3 commons. One rare, 3 commons. So many shards. Whatever. 4 commons. One epic. 3 commons. Vicious. Now that I've said, don't register the epics. Look at the numbers. Nope, nope. Still haven't passed the previous 100's threshold. 1 epic, 1 rare, and 2 commons. Yes, yeah. A lot of purple. A lot of purple. Holy smokes. Same thing again. One rare and 3 commons. Who gives a fuck? Oh, there's your Sentinel Lunar skin. Jeez, we're not even halfway through the normal loot boxes. Three and one. 3 and 1. The huge. I'll get the huge, Marge. Give me the 3 commons and 1 rare. That's my favorite. Have that every morning with my coffee. Oh, wow. 1 legendary. A rare and 2 commons. The Diva skin. Oh, I didn't have that skin. Look at that. Lucky me. Now, I believe we are not re-rolling. We are not re-rolling. I'm not getting rid of my gold. It will mess up the dataset. Also, I don't spend gold on frivolous things like chest re-rolls or golden circles. 5 legendaries. Okay, so we've reached the amount of legendaries that the last 100 boxes had, and we still have 29 to go. You guys got that? You guys got that? We've reached the 5 legendary rolls that the first 100 loot boxes had. And we still have about a third to go in this century. Well, if it isn't Slim Slam. Hey, Jimmy Jam. Yes, we are loot boxing today. No re-rolls at all. 30 new items out of 171 chests. Yeah, I've been playing this game a lot. When I say I like it, I like clicking on my screen a lot. Click, 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 click. 1 rare, 3 common. Four commons. Three commons and a rare. Oh, sorry, Ratty. Well, who knows if we'll get through all of it today. I might just do half. It's been over an hour. I took a little break after the first 100. We'll see. We'll see how far we go. Maybe 250, maybe 300. Well, I don't know. I'm having fun. 1 rare, 3 commons. .4% chance of a new item per chest. Oh, thank you for that data point. Thank you for that fun fact. That's what I like. I like to see that in math. That's what I like to see. Thank you, Bright Sword Bros. Ah, 3 in 1. 3 in 1. The usual. Wah, 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 wah. Sorry, I'm jamming. 2 and 2. Mathematics. 4. 4 commons. Three and 1. Riveting visuals on this stream, I have to say. 1 epic, 1 rare, and 2 commons. Just keep grinding away, Wildfire. Just keep grinding away. I admit, there's like, for whatever reason, an old school RuneScape revival or whatever. I see it all over my feeds. People are like, "Oh my god, old school RuneScape is dominating World of Warcraft." And it's like, first of all, that's not hard to do. Second of all, why? What's going on? So I got mixed up in the hype and I reinstalled, well, I guess the RuneScape installer, whatever Jagex has going on. They have their own launcher now. It's really annoying. And I logged in. I took about 20 steps in the tutorial island, and I was like, "Hey, yeah, this is what I remember." And then I haven't played it since. I'm not re-rolling chests. I'm not re-rolling it. Not gonna happen. I wish that I could divvy out some money to, like, new players and stuff. If I could give 10,000 gold, if I could, like, donate a hero to a new player, I'd be able to donate whatever that math is. 586 heroes to people? That'd be nice. Yeah, I don't know why. I don't blame WoW players for jumping ship. Oh, shoot, my playlist stopped. I don't blame WoW players for jumping ship. I did too. And I got into a bit of a tiff with somebody. I was really upset with what they made Danath Trollbane say. "Oh, yes, the League of Arathor is a nation of peace and love," or whatever. Nuh-uh. Okay, that's just blatant we've never read the books territory. And I know, who gives a shit about the books? Who gives a shit about lore that nerds only care about? Well, I did. I used to. And then, as I've gotten older, lore just changes on you. It just changes. So, really, the only headcanon that matters is the one that lives in your head. And that's just how you have to consume media if you want to keep your sanity, because if you keep worrying about what is official, what is canon, well, you'll just go crazy. I mean, there's a reason religions fracture and sects pop up and... Yeah. Anyways, back to the loot boxes. Oh, wow, amazing. Thank you for the legendary. As I shit all over your IPs. 1 legendary, 1 rare, and 2 commons. So we have now... And that's the legendary that I got before. That's the same bike that I didn't have that I now have that now I have a duplicate of. What are the odds of that? Strange. Yeah, but if you could just retcon whenever, if you just pull retcons out of your ass that completely disregard long established lore points, like then what, like why should I care? If you can just if I'm getting invested in your world and you just change it because you don't know what it is, or you're like a new hire and you come in and you haven't read the stuff and this is just a job so you don't care, so I can't really blame the people who join the company and then just keep the machine running. I can't blame them. It's just a job for them. I understand. But at the same time, fuck. I used to like that stuff. Stop breaking my toys. That's basically what I'm saying. Stop breaking my toys. Exactly. Exactly, Crass. Exactly. You know. Three commons and a rare. 1, 2, 3. Retcons and rewrites and complete changes and blah 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 blah. So frustrating. Why can't you just leave it be? Ah, 2 and 2. I wish I could say more about Warhammer. I'm kind of a tourist when it comes to that. I enjoy it casually. I never really got into that lore. I was too busy looking at Warcraft stuff. But I agree. I think, you know, if you have an established lore point, you should just leave it there and work around it rather than just retconning it to suit your needs for current day. Retcon my life choices. That's funny. I like that. I'm stealing that. Thank you for your joke. Your joke is now mine. 1 rare. 3 commons. While we're talking about retconning life choices, I sure hope life is on a cycle, because I would like to do this again. Even if it's exactly the same. Existing is pretty nice. Quite enjoy it. 1 epic. And 3 commons. Even when life is bad, it's still pretty good, you know? I don't know about you, but that's just how I feel. One epic, 1 rare, 2 commons. Well, you know. You know. You don't, I don't know. I can't comment on other people's lives. I just know that I would rather be alive and breathing than anything else. Well, I need to be happy. 1 rare, 3 commons. I think you gotta find that. That comes from inside Wildfire. You gotta you gotta generate it, you know? 1 rare, 3 commons. Yeah, there you go. 1 rare, 3 commons. Ooh, excuse me. 1 rare, 3 commons. Wow, what a surprise. Who could have seen this coming? Yeah. I pretty much. Oh, another legendary. This is a good 100. This one right here. We are 2 over our previous. Interesting. Metroid Prime. Ooh. There's a name I haven't heard in a very long time. I remember GameCube. Can't remember, Metroid Prime Shadows? Whatever it was on that, like, Dark World or something. Playing that game, wandering through the planet as Samus, coming across all these dead humans. And it freaked me out. I got so spooked. And then the Dark World came and you had to jump from light point to light point. I just couldn't do it. I was a scared little lad back then. And I was like, no, this game's too scary. And so I never finished it. But I did enjoy it. That's true. Okay, yes. Yeah, okay, well. Pain and such. That's so great. All I know is I want to cling to consciousness as long as possible. 3 and 1. Yeah, Prime 2, whatever that one was. It was on the GameCube. I was scared. I was a scared little fucks. But actually, I quite enjoy being scared. It's a lot of fun. Horror movies, horror games. I'd play a lot more horror games if I had somebody with me. I like feeling scared. But at the same time, when the horror game scares me, I just turn it off. Maybe I'll stream it. Maybe that'll be fun. 1 epic, 1 rare, 2 commons. Am I crazy? No, I'm not crazy. Still, we're right on the money when it comes to numbers here. Alright. Tell you what. I'll hit 5,000 subscribers. I'll set up the camera. And then we'll stream some horror games. Metroid Prime. Can you even get that on PC? Am I going to have to do some weird tech finagling? Get the GameCube up here. Thoughts on Tyrael in HOTS? I think he's a very good hero. I think he plays more like a bruiser than a tank. I think you need to build around him. I think if you just raw dog Tyrael in quick match, you're gonna have a bad time. But if you go in with a plan, then you're gonna have a good time. Will have a wife. Will have a wife. She's in Colorado right now, and we are in the process of me getting into the States. Hey, I wanted that skin earlier this week, but I just didn't bother getting it, and now I have it. Wow, lucky me. 1 epic, 1 rare, 2 commons. Not a lot of boosts. We got more legendaries, but no boosts. 4 commons. Okay. Second 100. Let's take a look at the stats here. The ending shard number is 14. Wow, we doubled the amount of shards that we had. 14,426. Amazing. Calculator, where'd you go? 14, 426 minus 7, 111. Yeah, we did literally double the amount of shards. Crazy. Chests are up. Oh, can grab me booty first. God, that stupid map. It's just burned into my brain. That damn sting, that damn music sting got me thinking about chests. And we're on a loot box chest stream. Ah! Okay, alright. Let me take a look at the stats here before I go crazy talking about Blackheart's Bay. So this 100, we got 7 legendaries, 24 epics, 83 rares, 274 commons, but only 1 boost. So we had 2 fewer boosts than the last century, but 2 more legendaries. 5 more epics. Hmm. And then just about the same rares and commons. Slightly fewer commons, actually. Slightly more rares and slightly fewer commons. Neat. This will be interesting to see. And yeah, after opening 200 loot boxes, I've only got 32 new items in the collection. It's a good... Okay. Blackheart's Bay is a fantastic map for new players because it forces you to play the map. You have to play the map. And in a lot of Heroes of the Storm maps, at some point, you need to play the map. Because you can't always be team fighting. I know, ARAM is fun, and fighting things is the whole point of Heroes of the Storm. But if you've just been taking it up the ass for the entire time, like if the other team is just stomping your face, you gotta play the map. You can't just fight them, because they'll win. And so you need to find some way around their defenses. And Blackheart's Bay forces you to play the map with all the camps and all the coins and the objective being right there in the middle. So, while I personally hate it, I do think Blackheart's Bay is a good map for new players, even though in the long run it teaches them bad habits. Because when you do win the team fight, you want to push, you want to take a fort, you want to take a wall, you want to take a keep, you want to get some land under your feet, get those lanes pressured. And on Blackheart's Bay, if you win the fight, you just go turn in your coins. Because, like, why would you push when you could just get the captain to shoot the buildings down? So, like, it's good to teach players how to play the map, but it doesn't teach them how to press their advantage, which is the problem that I have with Blackheart's Bay. Anyways, the third 100 loot boxes. Yes, indeed. Okay, we're just getting her all nice and set up here. Getting my numbers reset. Oh. I thought I would be extremely bored with this, but it's actually a pretty good time. Thanks for showing up. Thanks for chatting, everybody. Power down this last sip of coffee, and we'll get to the next 100. All right. We're just about halfway through the regular loot boxes. The normal ones. And here we go. Starting off strong with the 3 commons and a rare. Four commons. Ooh, this one's gonna be a stinker, isn't it? Hello, Itman. Yes, we have gone through 200 loot boxes already. It has been a journey. 2 and 2. 2 and 2. 2 and 2. This one not starting off so great. A lot of low tier items in there's on Epic, our first Epic. A lot of low tier items so far in this first century of loot boxes, or third century of loot boxes. Three and one, the standard. Three and one again. All right, Blizzard's upset with me. Blizzard says, "Stop talking shit about Warcraft, or we're not gonna give you any good loot boxes." 3 and 1. Another 3 and 1. Oops, that's not true. There we go. I can count. 3-1 again. I know, right? What's happened? Someone cut the stream. Someone turned off the faucet. Give me my loots. Why you take my loots from me? Think I saved up all these chests just to get garbage? Guess so. 4 commons. I guess so. Blizzard, no, I'm sorry. You're very smart. You're a genius. All of you, everything that you do with your IPs is wonderful. You make no mistakes. I can't even finish saying. 3-1. 3-1. Oh, pirate software. Are we still lolcalling that guy? A legendary! Look at that! Look at that! That's all it takes is just a little bit of dick sucking, and then you get what you want, right, guys? Right? Just gotta glaze corporate every now and then. Infidel, thank you. Busy, thank you. Machogal. I can't even be that upset with pirate software because he has taught me quite a lot. Mostly, what not to do. How not to be a streamer. So, I don't really think it's all bad. Well, I can't really speak to devs developing stuff. I don't know shit about fuck when it comes to computers and software development. But he did teach me how the YouTube algorithm works. He did teach me about the kind of person I don't want to be. So, in a way. No, not in a way. So, completely directly, thank you, Pirate Software. For being an example, I guess. 3-1. Another 3-1. That's the thing that I mostly get out of other people. It's like you can pick and choose what you want. Take from folks. Because nobody's perfect and no one's all bad. You can cherry pick the stuff to gain wisdom from, I guess. Four commons. 2 commons and 2 rares. Four commons. Three commons, 1 rare. Three commons and a rare. Oh boy. Oh boy. This one's kind of a stinker. Actually, no, that's not true. We're kind of right on track when it comes to the other, the previous 100s. Kind of right on the money. I guess it's just like recency bias or something. I don't know. I don't know what the word for that is. Rare and epic and 2 commons. Oh god, starting to get to me. Three commons and a rare. Two commons, a rare and an epic, and an epic. 2 commons, 1 rare, and an epic. 1 rare, 3 commons. I know, right? Where are they? Alright, I'm gonna have so many friggin' shards. I'll never have to open a loot box ever again. Then I'll do another 1,000 loot box stream. I know, right? Like, I mean, I already have all this stuff. 3. Another 3 and 1. I have all this stuff because I've been playing for so long. That's basically it. 3 and 1. So if you're... Oh, a boost! Ah, it's a boost! A rare boost! I guess that counts as a rare. 1 boost. Dang, 3. So we got 5 days of boost so far. After opening... after opening... 220 chests. Right? That's right, right? 230 chests. That's what it is. Yeah. 230 chests gives me 5 days of boost. I already had a month because I had 1,000 gems, and so I bought a month. So 5 days of boost. Wow. Like, that's 6 days of boosts. Let's see. So that's... what does that come down to? With a total of 6 boosts. Rarity doesn't matter. So 231 gets you 6 days of boosts? Well, gets you 6 boosts. 6 out of 231. It'll be interesting to see what the numbers are when this is all done. Oop, oopsie daisies. 4, 7. Wait, oops. I fixed it. There we go. Is there anything useful you can buy with shards anymore? No, just skins. Just skins and mounts and stuff, and sprays, and announcers, and portraits, and just cosmetics. Just cosmetics. They wouldn't dare add anything that actually changes gameplay to the store. They wouldn't dare. Oh. Wow, thanks. Yeah, we grinding away. I'd rather not bombard you guys with advertisements because, like, I hate advertisements. Nobody likes advertisements. Nobody likes getting their attention ripped from them and forced to look at something. That's just annoying. Unfortunately, I've yet to reach the threshold where I can turn everything off. So if you want to support the channel and you don't like advertisements, please subscribe to the Patreon or do a channel membership on YouTube. Ugh, sorry, I just had to get that out. One day soon. Once the reviews take off. When that ever happens. 2 rares, 2 commons. One epic, 3 commons. Oops, oops, oops. Oh god, I'm ruining all my numbers. I bet you that AI summary is going to be a lot more accurate than what I've got. But hey, you know, we're doing it live. Hey, do what you can. Honestly, the best way to support the channel is just to... I know it's a meme, but like, comment, and subscribe because it really all comes down to algorithm engagement, basically. That's really all it is. As an example, my friend commented on a video that I made like, oh, years ago, and it got like 30 more views that day. I was like, well, that's just because he commented on it. 3 commons. 3 commons. And a rare. It's funny. I hate asking for money, but now I have a job where that's basically required. But it's gross. Although I feel like I put out at least enough value to ask for a little bit. But such a silly job. 4 commons. Let me put it this way. I don't feel entitled to your money, but it's nice if you wish to give it. So thank you for those who have. 3 commons and a rare. I know, right? Two rares. Is this our first double rare in a loot box? I don't remember seeing that. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I've gone insane. Maybe it's all just blending together and I don't know what the hell is happening anymore. Boosh, 2 rares, 2 commons. Here we go. Adding it to the list. 2 rares, 2 commons. 4 commons. 3 commons and a rare. One epic and 3 commons. One rare. 3 commons. A legendary. Our second legendary for this century. And a rare and 2 commons. What do we get? Meriden skin, which I don't actually have. Isn't that nice? I thought this was a boost. Just in the corner of my eye. But it was not. That would have been a hell of a loot box. Say it with me. 3 commons and a rare. Oh, math. There we go. Adding 3 to an 8 always causes my brain to go into error. Don't know why. 1 epic, 3 commons. One rare, 3 commons. One rare, 3 commons. Wow, what a surprise. Oh. Marvelous, marvelous. 1 epic. 1 rare. 2 commons. 1. 2. There we go. 1 epic. 3 commons. Okay, so let's take a look at the numbers. Now that we're halfway through this. So, we have a total, now, with 50 loot boxes down, 2 legendaries, 12 epics, 39 rares, 135 commons, and 2 boosts. We haven't gotten a single hero, but I suspect it's because I already have them all unlocked. They wouldn't duplicate heroes, would they? Would they? Would they? I feel like they would. I feel like I've gotten heroes, gotten dupes before. Maybe I'm just not lucky. So, in 250 common loot boxes, not a single hero. 41 new items in the collection. 250 loot boxes. And we are halfway through the regular loot chests. Gooey. When did I get Alarak? Did I miss that completely? Or was that just a skin? I remember getting the golden skin. If you say so, Crass. I'll fix it later. When did I get Alarak? Well, whatever. 50 more loot boxes. Jeez, I must have just totally missed it then. Wow, thank God for the AI summary. We'll wait for that. Next. 1 epic. 3 commons. And a boost! We got a boost! Another boost. Isn't that nice? Another boost. 3 commons. Whoops. Counting is hard. 2 rares and 2 commons. 41. We're at 41 rares. These are all, I mean, like, it's a pretty reliable spread, I gotta say, just looking at the numbers going up. 3 and 1. 3 and 1 again. With a bajillion shards. 3 and 1 again. Wow, what a surprise. Wow, amazing. One rare, 3 commons. Four commons. One, 2. Epic, rare, common. Oh, hey, Panda, how's it going? We have a riveting stream for you today. I'm opening my treasure hoard. Yes. At least a good chunk of it today. I'm having more fun than I thought, but I'm also getting a little bored. So maybe we'll just do the first third, and then worry about the rest later. 1, 2, and 1. 2. Plus this, plus that, plus this, plus the other thing is numbers. Ah. Okay. Oh, a skin. I didn't have that skin. 43 new things. See you, Funky. Thanks for stopping by. 4 commons. 3 commons and a rare. For the horde. For the horde. Say that to my face. Gonna. How dare you? Legendary and 3 commons. Skin that I already have, though. But I mean, well, that's not a surprise. The burdens of wealth. Oh, I just keep getting things that I already have. Won't something new appear before my eyes, please? I crave stimulation. Or a boost. I also crave boosts. Those boosts, those are actually useful. 2 rares, 2 commons. One rare, 3 commons. Same thing again. 1 epic, 1 rare, 2 commons. Goodness gracious. A legendary and 3 commons. The legendaries are catching up, I gotta say. Oh, it's a hero. There we go, there we go, there we go. I saw this one this time. So we're at like what, 1 hero per 100 loot boxes or something like that? Something like that? Three and 1. 3 commons and a rare. Most common loot box, I believe. 4 loot boxes. All common. Boop. Oh, 1 and 3. 1 and 3. That's how it's gotta be. Haha. 4 common loot boxes. Three and 1. This particular century of loot boxes feels worse than the other two, but the numbers are basically the same. What does that tell you about human psychology? Weird. In fact, this one actually has as many boosts as the first 100. One rare, 3 commons. Did my music stop on me? Nope, it sure didn't. I got a panda. I got a panda. I seem to collect those. Like, wherever I go, I seem to collect pandas. I don't know why. It's just pandas and paladins. Collect them like Pokemon. Epic, a rare, a common, and common. Divine Providence. Pandas, pandas, pandas. 1 rare. 3 commons. There's some good StarCraft music. Hold on, just gotta jam for a little bit. That's the good stuff. Oh yes, Pokemon. Tell me about your Pokemon stories. I only ever beat Pokemon Gold. That was my only Pokemon game. I've not played any before or since. My first Pokemon was a Totodile that I named Alfalfa. One rare, 3 commons. Oh, hey now. Yes, I'm still listening. Don't be like this. Not in the middle of my StarCraft music. Totodile, what was my lineup at the end? I know I had a Victory Bell, Totodile, that red Gyarados. Good lord, that's looking back into the deep lore. Oh god. I think I had a Fearow. I think I was tired of the Pidgeot line, so I got a Fearow instead. See ya, thanks for coming. Nice to have you. Alfalfa like the plant. Although the Totodile was a little rascal. 4 common loot boxes. 3 and 1. 3 commons and a rare. 3 commons and a rare. Wow, amazing. Oh, crazy. Who could have seen this coming? Four commons. One epic, one rare, two commons. Okay. That's a the new sentence right there. Three commons and a rare. Some raw shards. Some naked shards, not even giving me anything for them. Wow, 3 rares? Wow, this is a rare loot box because it has 3 rares in it instead of 1 rare and 3 commons. It's like the opposite. We're in opposite world. Oh, I'm so excited about nothing. Ugh, I even wrote it down wrong. I even wrote it down as 3 commons and a rare. Whoopsie fucking doodles. Ah. Losing my mind. I think this might be the last century for today, and we'll just open the rest later. I got stuff to do. Single type through platinum. Which one would you pick? I'd probably go with like bug or something. They're pretty common, if I recall. Also, I do remember beating Pokemon Gold and being like, wow, that was fun. And then getting on the boat and going through the original Pokemon game. Like there was like a second game inside the game. That blew my mind. That blew my little child brain. I was like, wow, I got 2 games in 1. That was a wise choice by whoever did it. 1 rare, 3 commons. It lives rent-free in my head, that moment. Hey now. Panda, why you gotta do me like that? 1 rare, 3 commons. I just like bugs. I was biking the other day. I had 2 bug experiences on my bike. I was just going through the biking trails. And I managed to fly through a swarm of I don't know what the hell. And I ate a couple of those. That was tasty. Yum, 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 yum. And then on my way home, I ran into another bug. It flew in up underneath my sunglasses and got stuck on my eyelid. And I thought I got it out. But before I started riding again, I could feel something squirming in my eyelid, so I stopped this guy. There was this couple that was walking down the sidewalk, and I was like, oh, excuse me, I think I have something in my eye, can you get it out? And Buddy was like, oh, yeah, sure, and reached into my eye and plucked out a bug. It was not a pleasant experience. I wouldn't recommend it. 1 rare, 3 commons. One rare, 3 commons. Wow, what a surprise. A lot of commons in this group. A lot of commons. One epic, 1 rare, 2 commons. 2, 1, and 1. Excellent. 4 commons. It was indeed Eiffel. It was. 1 rare, 3 commons. Kricketot, I don't even know what that is. Like, the world of Pokemon has expanded beyond my scope of care and understanding. I just first generation, I remember. Second generation, okay. Third generation, no, it's gone. It's just gone. It's not there anymore. 1 rare, 3 commons. You could make something up. You gotta make up a Pokemon name, and I'll be like, yeah, I believe you. That sounds like a Pokemon. 1 rare, 3 commons. How close am I to unlocking everything? Oh, geez, I don't know. We'll take a look after this. I'm not gonna open all 1,000. It's already been 2 hours, and we're only a third of the way through everything. It'll take literally all day, and I just don't have the energy or patience for that. So we'll push that off for a week. 1 rare, 3 commons. Five more. 1 rare, 3 commons. What a surprise. Devo the Pokemon. Oh yeah, I know that one. It's a fighting type, right? 4 commons. There are quite a lot of commons in this one. I gotta say, we're approaching 300. One rare, 3 commons. But we won't quite reach 300 because that just doesn't math out. 1 rare, 3 commons again. Unless they're all commons. Then maybe. No, never mind. There's only a maximum of 8 possible commons. And we're at 278. You're a funny noir. You're funny. 1 rare, 1 epic, 2 commons. Oops, wrong way. Oh, and Tyrande, another hero. Look at that. I guess they do sneak by. I didn't even pay attention. So I'll have to double check or just trust the AI or the AI summary. The last loot box of the day gets me a legendary. Amazing. So, what does that mean? What does that mean? So for every 100 loot boxes, so far at least, you get 5 legendaries. On my first 100, we got 5. On my second, we got 7. And on my third, we got 5. Yes. Heroes can be any category, apparently, because Tyrande was epic, I believe. Or was she rare? I can't remember. Point being, could be anything. Now, let's see. This last 100 loot boxes. We had 5 legendaries, 20 epics, 79 rares, 283 commons, 3 boosts, 2 heroes, and we are ending with 20,416 shards. It's like an extra 6,000 shards from what we had last. Goodness gracious. That's quite a lot. 26. Yeah, 5,990 shards from that 100. Gonna be able to buy a boat with all the shards after this. Tell you what. So, what are our... like 6,000-ish shards for 100. Like 5 point... whatever. 5 point... brain math. 5.5? I don't know. 5 plus 5 is 10 plus 7 is 17. Divided by 3. 17 divided by 3 is... I don't know. It's what it is. It's that number. That's the average legendaries for 100 boxes. We get about 20 epics. Get about 20... I get about 22 epics for 100 loot boxes. Get about 80. Get about 80 rares. And you get about 279 odd commons for 100 so far. Bodie McBoatface. You know, I like you, Panda, but you need to come up with an original naming convention. It was you that started that meme. It was you, wasn't it? You started that poll. Let's see here. About 2 boosts per every 100, and I would say 1 or 2 heroes each. I missed that number. I missed that one. And a personal stat is after 300 loot boxes, I only gained 54 new items in the collection. Write that down as well. Boxes. Because that will probably be cleared by next week. Hmm. Yeah. First 300 loot boxes. How interesting. It would make sense that you get almost 300 commons per 100. That would make sense. Get about 3 in each box. The numbers might not totally be accurate because I'm distracted talking to y'all. But it's pretty close. Each time is pretty close. Interesting. Well, that's about... I'm going to wrap this up. We'll do the next 300 next week. So, unless you guys have any other questions or whatever, give you a couple of minutes. And then we'll be done for the day. 2 hours to open 300 loot boxes. Woof. There was a lot of yapping and a couple of breaks, so it wasn't 100% of the time. But we didn't even get through the regular loot chests. We still have 189 normal loot chests before we get into the interesting ones. Yeah, right? Hopefully she can catch next week. Goodness. And to think, I was prepared to sit down and open all of my loot boxes today. Then I look at the time. Like, nah, I got stuff to do. Oh, dear. Oh, no. Alright. Okay. Alright. Thanks for coming, everybody. Enough of this. I'll see you next time. Or I'll see you in the Nexus. Bye!